I know, it's been a long weekend, and I promised you a look at some of the kids from our youth intake. Here they are, not much to look at. Probably the best of the bunch is João Vítor, a 15-year-old right winger. He adds a little pace, he might be something, but he's no Kaio Henrique. Same thing with De Silva, not much to look at. They say potentially 4.5 stars of potential. I just don't know exactly how he's going to get there. And then there's Edu, a 16-year-old goalkeeper, same age as Andre was when we got him in, but as you can tell from this graph, he's no Andre. We haven't seen our budgets yet, but on the back of our promotion to the top flight in Brazil, our coaching capacity has been increased. We can hire 3 more coaches, a couple of more physios, and a performance analyst. Don't worry, I'm not going to bore you with the whole hiring of staff thing. We'll take care of that off camera. Right now, we are going to reset the stage. 4 matches remain in the season. We have a slim 1-point lead at the top of the table over Vitória. We have matches against Mirassol, Athletic, Guarani, and Amazonas. The first 3 we have already beaten this season. Amazonas, we have not. So it could, if it comes down to the last match day of the year, things could get really spicy here. And they already have, because Vitória was the 11 a.m. start. They were 2-0 victors at home over Caxias do Sul. So now they sit on top of the table by 2 points. We must win to regain our spot. Meanwhile, Celio Pereira Silva is out of the lineup for Mirassol, so we do not have to face our former wonder kid that we sadly were forced into selling. We have only made 1 change to our lineup from Friday, and Igor is out because he accumulated too many yellow cards. He's suspended for this one, so Paulo Alexandre comes in at the base of the midfield behind Vitor and Edson Jose. Everybody else remains the same, including Gabriel Rosera, who hasn't scored in a little while, but then again, none of us have scored in a little while. Off of the corner, header, looks like Edson Jose is going to recycle it quickly up that right side, tries to get it past Anderson Luis, is able to recover, plays ping pong or pong or whatever you want to call it with Kaio Henrique, who puts the ball in the middle. Rodriguez with a shot. That's going to go off of a leg of a defender, and ultimately Mirassol is going to clear that into touch. I'm tempted to go attacking right off of the bat, but let's kind of see how things play out. We've only seen 15 minutes worth of action so far. Ivan Zinho drops it back. Canella pushing it forward. Vitor Rodriguez quickly. Gabriel Rosera finds Vitor in space. He's taken out. Edson Jose picks up the loose ball, feeds Rodriguez in the box, and Manuel Rodriguez gives us the 1-0 lead we so richly deserved and desired. We could potentially be playing 4 matches in this episode, so if the highlights seem a little condensed, that is the reason why. Ivan Zinho over the top looking for Edson Jose, but it's going to be Felipe Jonathan picking it up for Mirassol. Danilo sending it long into the path of JP. Kaio Henrique, middle, Vitor Rodriguez, Rosera, almost. Ivan Zinho's picked up a booking. We're going to replace him with Gabriel Abdias at the half. It is 1-0 after 45. You know, it did the same thing with JP. Marcus Henrique coming in, so it's Henrique's all up the right-hand side. Better safe than sorry in this situation, because we desperately need those 3 points, and we do not want to go down to 10 men and risk even more danger. We just have to also be careful in the penalty area, because, yeah, we've given up a lot of those lately. In fact, we've asked the team to no longer get stuck in, again, just in case. Throw in. Rodriguez back to Abdias. Rodriguez again around the edge of the box. Lays it all the way back to Canella as we reset. Abdias into the middle. Kaio Henrique heads it home. It's Ituano 2, Mirassol 0. Just give me those 3 points right now. 15 minutes left. We are going to make a couple of changes. Now, Torqueta is complacent, but we're going to put him in there anyway in place of Vitor. Manuel Rodriguez is on the yellow card, so Bolivar Guzman is coming in. Gabriel Rosera is going to stay out there for right now. We could replace him with Marcos Antonio in just a minute, because it doesn't look like he's really doing a lot. I mean, he was in the middle of one of those plays, but unfortunately, once again, our strikers just are not scoring over the last couple of matches, but they don't need to as long as we keep Mirassol to nothing, and I think we're going to do it 4 minutes added on, and we are going to hang on for a 2-0 victory against Mirassol. We are guaranteeing ourselves a top 2 position if I have done my math correctly, and I have, and we've regained the top spot from Vitória. Igor is back from suspension for the road tilt against Athletic, sitting in 8th place on the table right now. But we have 2 players that earned yellow cards in the last match that have been suspended for this one, and they are both of our fullbacks. So no JP, no Ivanzinho, which means Gabriel Abdias getting his first start, I believe, of the Série B season. I can't remember right now how long ago it was when he sustained that injury. Marcos Enrique is going to start on the other side. Other than that, nothing else is changing. We are going to be doing scoreboard watching throughout the rest of this episode. I guarantee that, because we do not play Vitória, who is chasing us for the Série B title. We don't know how they are doing as of yet, but we can look at the scores and find out that they play later, so they're going to be waiting for the results of this match. So we must win to guarantee that we will start match week 37 in first place. Kaio Henrique drops it back. Marcos Enrique holding on to it. Igor up to Edson Jose, back to the goal in the middle of Vitória. Look at that pinpoint passing, tiki-taka, bing, bang, boom. Unfortunately, it leads to a corner, which we are not going to get to see. Right now, we are up by 2 points. Vitória has a game in hand until they play later on this evening. And Athletic is in control. Santos along the near sideline. Damasceno back to Santos. In between some of the defenders. Kept in by Damasceno. He's still with it. Tries to get around Abdias. Played into the middle. Rodriguinho taking the feed and putting it past Andre, who I don't think was expecting it. And we trail 1-0 early on in this match, just in the 13th minute. And this is what happens when Gabriel Abdias doesn't play for a while, and it looks like Canelo was caught sleeping. We absolutely must be better, boys. And another highlight for Athletic. I do not want to cede our position at the top of the table and have us not be able to regain it once we have fallen down, because we cannot control what Vitória does. Back post, that's going to go over. Thank God. We have demanded more. 25 minutes have been played, and it's Rodriguinho standing over a free kick. Carlau deals with it, gets it to Vitória, who turns it right over to Lazaro. Damasceno with it again. João Vítor, Rodriguinho has got Lazaro in the middle. Canelo with a great defensive play. Andre with an even better save. Mirassol at near the bottom of the table is losing 2-1. Itabaiana drawing, doesn't matter. They've already been relegated to Série B. Let's deal with this corner. We need to get our feet on the ball right now. Athletic is having their way with us. Damasceno looking for the top corner. Blissfully he missed. We are demanding more at every opportunity, but so far this is the first one we have seen. Rodriguez Rizera trying to feed it through. Vinicius is going to play it back to his goalkeeper. Sent long by Diego to the feet of Gabriel Abdias, who is on a yellow card. So is Marcos Enrique. What is wrong with our fullbacks? Why can they not keep their feet and their legs and their hands to themselves? It's 1-0 Athletic. We are watching our dreams of winning Série B go down the drain. Maybe if I am super pessimistic, Football Manager will say, hold my beer, I'll make you win. Marcos Enrique not having a great match on the yellow card on a 6.2. We don't have a lot of depth at the position with JP out. We do have Adriano Hakuda, but that's a break in case of emergency situation. Hopefully our dreams are going to come true here in the 54th minute. We are in control in the middle third. Carlau through the circle. Vitória leaves it for Abdias. Up for Rodriguez. Rizera. Lots of quick passing. Edson Jose. Enrique. Rizera feeding Enrique. And Kaio Henrique picking up yet another goal. Living up to his hype and his potential. It's 1-1. Actually a beautiful play from Gabriel Rizera as well. But off of the ensuing kickoff, here comes Athletic trying to get the goal back. Played into the box. João Vítor into the middle. Vitória ends up with it ahead for Rizera. The counterattack is on. Cuts to his right. Up for Edson Jose. He'll play with it a little bit before turning it over, and blissfully the highlight ends there, but we pick up just a minute or so later. Lazaro leaving it off to the far sideline for Santos. Tries to get around his man. He does. Damasceno's cross is blocked. It comes to João Vítor. Santos will give it back to him. Victor Reis can't catch up to that. Rodriguinho. Santos. Abdias stepped up, got beat, and luckily Andre did not. Less than 20 minutes remaining, and one of the frustrating things about this run is that so many of the players that we have relied on for years, by the way, we are breaking glass and bringing Hakuda in. Also, Leo Isidoro is going to replace Gabriel Abdias, and Victor Reis not having a very good match. Let's see what Paulo Alexandre can do. He is the more motivated of the two. A triple change in the 73rd minute. We're tied 1-1. That is not enough. That would still leave us 1 point behind Vitória. So we are going to go attacking, and we are going to once again demand more, and hopefully we get something out of this final 10 minutes. We are actually not dominating Athletic like we normally do against opposition of this ilk. They are out shooting us. They are out possessing us. Diogo looking for Coronel, can't find him. Coronel is going to turn it over. Carlau will wait and survey the area. We have played the 90. We have 3 minutes of stoppage time left. Hakuda sending it forward. Edson Jose knocks it down. Kaio Henrique has got space in front of him. He tucks it in past Diego. A 91st minute goal for Kaio Henrique. Edson Jose with the assist. We take the lead 2-1, and hopefully with it, we take all 3 points. Edson Jose, not known for his jumping, getting ahead up above 2 defenders, feeding Enrique, finding the back of the net. Glory be. And that was Football Manager's Hold My Beer moment, because it gave us a 2-1 victory. We are back at the top of the table. And not only are we back at the top of the table, we have widened our lead to 4 points with only 2 to go. Did I say 4 points? I meant 1, because haha, Vitória won. So to set the stage, we have a massive battle coming up against 17th place Guarani. They are fighting valiantly against relegation. I don't know if they will 100% be relegated if we beat them today, but we sure are going to give them a big shove. Now, Vitória is not in action today. They play tomorrow. If they beat Coritiba at home, then we're going down to the final match day. But we have to take care of business here. And off of the throw in, Igor Kaio Henrique feeding it out wide. JP playing it in, looking for Zé Carlos back post. It is cleared away, but Canella will collect. Ivanzinho quickly up to Zé Carlos. Back to Ivanzinho. Victor Reis punches it to Zé Carlos, and he just missed. So because there are only 2 matches left, there are only 6 points on the board. If we win, that will push our lead to 4, and it means Vitória must win to stay in it. Ball fed forward, Kaio Henrique at the byline, moves it to his left, still with it. Out to Ivanzinho, thinks about taking a shot. He puts it into the box. Edson Jose turns, and again, just wide. Even though we are coming so close, we know that if we don't hit the target, we aren't going to score. Vandro at the corner. Canella deals with that. De Silva with a quick shot, and he finds the top corner. And Guarani takes a 1-0 lead, and they are just absolutely buzzing in our stadium. Not quite the crowd I would have expected with a potential promotion or championship decider. And not a lot Andre could do about that one, but holy Moses, we're out shooting them 11-2. They've hit the target twice. One of them hit Pater. Victor Reis, Edson Jose. We are kind of bunched up in the middle. Have you noticed that? Canella heading it out toward JP, playing it around the side. Kaio Henrique. 3 men in the box, make that 4 as Edson Jose trails in, has it knocked away, and Enrique gets it back. He'll take the shot, and he just wasn't as lucky as they were. Honestly, not the position we wanted to be. Potentially the last play of the first half. JP, corner in. Nobody was there. So Zé Carlos will track it down, but the whistle will blow, and we find ourselves in a very unfavorable position. Down 1-0. We are still in first place, but we are just barely in first place, and we can get passed over if Vitória wins tomorrow, if we cannot turn things around today. I want to be in control of our destiny. That is what's most important. Vitória on the edge of the box, plays it across to JP, takes on his man, pushes it past, circles it back, plays it back post, looking for Edson Jose. João Costo is able to clear it, but only as far as Vinicius. He'll hold up play, turn it the other way, look for Edson Jose on the other back post, and he finds him. Vinicius with a gorgeous cross, picking out Edson Jose to equalize at 1, and our hopes of being in the position that we need to be in are kept alive. We still need at least one more goal, and we need to keep Guarani off of the score sheet. Hopefully it's not as tall of a task as it seems right now, but we are dominating this match in every facet of the game except for the score. Once again, we find ourselves demanding more at every opportunity. Another chance on the corner from the far side for JP, puts it in the near post. Igor just can't get his head over that one, and it is out. So very close. They are not playing well at all. We just are not playing up to our potential. I don't know why I keep doing that every time I try to pause and bring up this menu. We do need to make some alterations. Mateus Conceição is going to come in for Kaio Henrique. We are going to take Zé Carlos off before he falls apart, and we're going to bring on Bolivar Guzman. I'm moving further and further away from Lionel Torquete, and Carlau is the only one. Andre's a little apprehensive. That ain't great. There's not much we can do about that except hope to hang on for the next 20 minutes and hope Vitória only is able to draw their next match. But I'm not holding my breath. We absolutely must win this one. So again, we are demanding more with 10 minutes left in regulation time. I don't know how much time is going to be added on. I can imagine only 3, maybe 4 minutes based on what we have seen. There hasn't been a ton of scoring, so not a lot to add on. It is 4 minutes. We are spending most of it in the Guarani end, but ultimately it looks like it is going to come to nothing, and we end up with a 1-1 draw. We are still top of the table. Our lead is now 2 points, but it's a very tenuous 2 points. So it is a must-win situation in the final match of the season because Vitória was victorious last week. They are now on top by 1 point. We must win, but we are not in control of our own destiny. We are on the road against 16th place Amazonas. Vitória, they're at home again, taking on 9th place América Mineiro. I mean, if we win and we still fall short of the championship on the last day, well, the last 2 days, there are so many little moments that we can point to of where it went wrong. Either way, we have had a tremendous season. Can we end it by lifting the Série B trophy for the first time in Ituano history? We need to win. Vitória needs to not win. Igor hitting the post, almost put in by the defender, but kept in off of the line. And here comes Sandro looking to go the other way and get around Vinicius, which he does. It is still 0-0. We had a beautiful opportunity off of a corner where we have been so good for at least the second half of this season. And it's just those little margins that it's all going to come down to. Meanwhile, how is Vitória doing? Well, I don't know because they're not showing their score. They are drawing. They are still ahead by 1 point. So we must win. If that result holds, then we're fine as long as we win. If we don't win, then we go nowhere. JP carrying it into the box, circling it back, trying to keep away from his man. Drops it to Igor. JP back to Igor across Vinicius, looking for Igor. It's picked off by Guilherme Amorim, and here they come the other way. Amazonas looking to embarrass us. Amorim, the shot eats up Andre, but luckily he's able to put it out into touch. It is going to be an Amazonas corner, however. Mosquera is lining up over it. Plays it in, looking back post, punched away by Andre, but won back by Amazonas. But Zé Carlos stepping back, doing a great job of back checking. Again, hockey term. He has the ball back again. Vitória ahead. Gabriel Rosera has a runner. Edson Jose looking to press the defense back. Back to Zé Carlos. Vitória has runners up front. It's behind Zé Carlos, and Amazonas once again takes over. Get in there, man. Santos ahead. Perotti. Luis Fernando looking to work on JP. Gets it free to Amorim, and once again, Andre stands tall. He was apprehensive in the last match, but he has been absolutely fantastic for us so far. So the score remains 0-0. Amazonas with the ball in their end. Titi looking to play it forward. Has Luis Fernando. Gets around JP, who is able to recover at least. Ball played across. Sandro looking for Luis Fernando, and he's going to clank it off of the crossbar. Sandro looking to get it back in. Ivanzinho will take him out along the byline. It's going to be a free kick because it happened outside of the box. How are things going with Vitória? We will find out because I couldn't click fast enough. Ivanzinho in control. We've played 37 minutes. Vitória taken down. No call, and Amazonas comes away with it. Sandro along the near side. He's still with it. Gets past one man. Carlau steps in front of that. Comes right back to Sandro. Looking to send it in, and oh, God. Ivanzinho. Oh, letting us down. It is going to be another penalty shot conceded, and it has come at the absolute worst time. We are late in the first half. We stand a chance of only having very little time, less than 50 minutes, in order to mount a comeback. And we now would need to score 2 goals, except Andre makes the stop. Hallelujah. It's still 0-0. Hopefully we break that deadlock just a minute and a half later. Zé Carlos back for Ivanzinho. They are pressing us hard. Amorim almost wins it. Edson Jose in the middle of the pitch. Spins it forward. Kaio Henrique finds Gabriel Rosera. Plays it ahead. Henrique in the box to JP. He'll play it across. Yes, he will. In the middle, it'll ricochet off a defender to the feet of Edson Jose. It's in the back of the net. It's 1-0. Flag down. We're winning. VAR even checked it. Meanwhile, still no score between America and Vitória. So as things stand on the live table, we are back in first place. And we have a shot at the championship. We just need to shut things down. Ball forward. Perotti is in, and it's wide because Andre got a piece of it again. He could not beat our keeper one-on-one. Andre has been playing out of his mind in this match. First half stoppage time. Ball laid out. Kaio Henrique will pick it off. Look to send it forward. We're probably going to get the whistle. There it is. It is 1-0 Ituano after 45 minutes. And look at the live table, my friends. We are back on top. 79 points in first place. That is because there is still no score in the Vitória match. If Vitória goes ahead, we are sunk. If they lose or they draw, we're Série B champions, my friends. We are not going to count our chickens before they are hatched, though. We still have 45 minutes left to play in this match. A pretty even game statistically between us and Amazonas. Almost the exact same number of shots on target, possession, corner kicks, even XG is pretty gosh darn close. So we just need to do our very best to hang on. And I'm hesitant to say this, but I think we are going to go slightly more defensive, and we're going to do it earlier rather than later. 25 minutes left to go. We are going to make the changes that we have been making to our tactics as far as pressing a little bit less as far as the roles are concerned. We are also going to make a change. Gabriel Rosera is coming out. Marcus Antonio, composed, ready to go. He is in. Mateus Conceição, a little better defensively. He is coming in as our right wing. So we make 2 changes and some tactical adjustments. Rosera still in there, though. Vitória playing it forward, looking for Kaio Henrique. Blanco will send it out to the far sideline, where Sandro collects it, moves it ahead, looking for Perotti. Andre comes out, heads it away. Edson Jose in control. Now we're on the counterattack. Kaio Henrique. Gabriel Rosera's in. He puts it, off of the hand of Leo Araguao. And the score remains 1-0. Oi. I am getting so nervous. Still no score in the Vitória match. We are still controlling our own destiny, but we do need help. Marcos Antonio, Edson Jose, dropping it to Carlau with a little bit of space in front of him. After playing catch with Igor, it's Ivanzinho, Vitorese, Carlos feeding it through, finds Marcos Antonio! Marcos Antonio makes it 2. There's 20 minutes left, and we are that much closer to promotion. I mean, seriously, Marcos Antonio has not scored in a while. We talked a couple of episodes about how he had 10 goals on the season. That was number 11. We are in control once again just a couple of minutes later. Ivanzinho moving it past the one defender, looking to take it deep. Stops, turns back. Zé Carlos edge of the box, looking top corner. He's not going to get it. It's a goal kick. Still, no score between Vitória and América Mineiro. We are keeping our eye on that as much as we possibly can. We really can't look at it in the dugout, but they'll probably show us if something were to happen. Once again, we are in control. Marcos Antonio dropping deep as that false 9. Looks to play it ahead, but he doesn't really have any options, so he's going to dribble it himself into the box. Cutting to his right, putting a shot on, and that's pretty easy for Araguao to handle with just a little over 10 minutes remaining in this match, and Amazonas trailing at home by a score of 2-0. I have to keep expanding this box. Still no score, just 5 minutes left in that one between Vitória and América. Carlau isn't going to catch up to it. Luis Fernando's got it. I have a feeling they're going to make things very interesting here. Luis Fernando, JP on his butt. Can't dispossess Fernando. Still with it in the box. Frieza, Perotti, Giva Santos. What did I say? Football Manager, you are so predictable. It's 2-1. This one is absolutely coming down to the wire. Vitória, Vitória just took a 1-0 lead. We just lost the championship in stoppage time. And now it's going to just be worse as Guiomar carrying it deep for Amazonas. Vitória winning it back. Say Carlos with it. We are going to fight so hard and it's going to fall apart because Vitória is going to win their match into the middle. Mateus Conceição, he hasn't scored in a little bit. He makes it 3-1, ensures that we are victorious, but it probably isn't going to matter because in the other match, Vitória leads 1-0. So unless something changes, we just lost the championship. Well, we did what we need to do, but ultimately, Vitória were crowned champions of Série B. We missed it by that much, but we're going to dust ourselves off because we still had the best season in Ituano history. We are in Série A for next year, but first, well, we still have the Sao Paulo State Championship. We're going to start that next time we see each other. Have yourselves a wonderful Monday, and I'll catch you then. Bye-bye.